So what is up guys, Killerkev today back with a brand new episode of 5 new console mods to hit the Bethesda.net website this week. This is going to be episode 391 within my series, but without further ado guys, let's just jump straight into the video. CC's Immersive Mouth and Teeth for Skyrim Special Edition, coming in an incredibly low 2.1 megabytes of a download. Teeth a little too dirty, maybe just look incredibly weird. Well, this mod is for you and will completely overhaul all of the NPC's mouths within the game. Personally, I couldn't stop staring at most of the NPC's mouths while they were talking due to the fact that they are distracting and hideous, but with this mod it completely revamps that and makes them look absolutely beautiful. This mod is a simple texture replacement for the inside of the NPC's mouth, scattering all the way around from the gums across to the teeth. This is a small tweak for the human's mouth and many other different ones scattered around. Personally, I thought this was very nice indeed. I was obviously staring at the majority of the people's of the mouths, as you can tell through this particular clip within the game. This mod is compatible with almost everything except for mods that change the NPC's mouths and teeth, but I do believe there's not a lot out there. Obviously let me know down in the comment section below, as I really do enjoy these mods. They are such a massive game changer due to the immersive feel of it for such an incredibly small download size. DOVA HALLS is going to be the next spot within this video, coming in an incredibly low 368.3 kilobytes of a download. DOVA HALLS is a Dwarven styled home for collectors. You will have all that you need to hoard your items and glory within this particular settlement. The mannequins are enough to store pretty much every single type of armor, sword and shield, with plenty to spare. There are cheat items within the hall if you do choose to pick them up as well. It's entirely up to you guys on how you actually function this particular player home. The Dwarven Halls is found on the map marker close to Markarth, and it is going to be scattered around there. A little bit of a tricky one to find the particular key for the settlement, but upon looking round near the door of the settlement on the left hand side of the door, there will be a key presented to you. Pick it up and burst through. It is all yours on that one. This one should not clash with any other particular mod, so you do not have to worry about configuring your load order to get it to work, and personally I thought it was a beautiful little treat. But to be warned, there will be a few Dwarven centaurs that will be covering this particular base, so you will have to kill them and have a little clear out. But overall this is going to be brilliant. We're going to be covering a lot more from this particular mod offer this week, so stick around and make sure you plug yourself in, because there's a lot more to cover, and trust me, it gets a lot more spicier. Wonder, a weather mod, coming in 302.7 kilobytes of a download. Wonder is going to be a port from the nexusmods.com with 100 screenshots if you guys want to check that out, if this does not give you sort of a little bit of a closure of what this actually does. Wonder gives a Skyrim Nights a little bit more darker feel, a little bit more like Silent Hill, a little bit more of that creepy feel. Days cannot see too much of it. Sort of detailing or distance of this one particular one. It does make it a little bit more darker. Personally, what I'd say, if you scoot all of the description aside, and I personally speak from the heart, which I do sometimes on this description, this mod is really good for those people who are looking for an incredibly realistic and immersive feel to the weather. Personally, I put this instantly in my load order, and it configured and worked practically with every other weather mod that I did have. I instantly knew the change as well. It wasn't too bright, wasn't too sunny. This one incredibly was realistic due to the sun, the distance and the detailing to do with the shadows of the mountains, a little bit more of the other things due to the LODs, loads of other different things. This one is definitely going to be for those people who really do like to replicate sort of realistic weather. If that is going to be your thing, and then this is going to be a perfect mod for you to pick up and try out. For that download size, it is worth picking up and trying if it does work with all of your other different mods. As I said before, this one worked an absolute treat for me. Estemburdel personal improvements and cheats, coming in at 150.6 kilobytes of a download. This mod adds a wide variety of things from perk tweaks and enchantment to spells and weapons. There is a depth to this particular exploration. Inside the goodies chest there is going to be a cheat room with loads of different things indeed. There's 3 different locations on how to actually enter this particular settlement. It's quite cozy, but pretty much has everything that you will need within this particular room. It's going to be one in Riverwood, right one, and as well if you're going to be all the way in Raven Rock, there's going to be a small one there. Once upon in the cheat room, you can pretty much exit any via of those doors to get to any of those 3 locations which we did talk about about within this particular clip. I personally think this is pretty cool. It's quite cozy, it's quite squashed together. 100% seems to be working, it's all fleshed out. Had no issues at all, again, with load order or any crashing upon coming in and out or trying any of the items too. Overall, it's a very fun mod. Imperial Armored Uniformity Heavy Armored Legionaires is going to be the 5th and final spot within this video, coming in at 1.9 kilobytes of a download. The Imperial Legion, as we all know, is successful and has incredibly well-trained soldiers. If you meet them in Skyrim, you're most likely to be not impressed by their appearance. They're not sort of timid, they're not sort of striking fear into anyone, just because they seem to be wearing that incredibly light and flimsy armor, which looks absolutely terrible within the game. Overall, I mean, yeah, the sort of Stormcloaks have similar armor, but they are sort of rogue characters between that. But the Imperial Legion, they've got a little bit of money, they've got a lot more going for them, a lot more backing to them. So it seems to be fair that they should have more of a heavy armored approach to that. This mod actually does do that. It bulks them up incredibly good. Changes a little bit to do with their fight style as well. I won't go too much into it. Again, I do believe this is going to be a port from the nexusmods.com. This is going to be, unfortunately, for PC and for PlayStation 4, but that's not too much of a bad thing, as they are pretty much lackluster to do with the changes of certain guards to do within the settlements around Skyrim. As you can tell, went straight to Solitude to have a little look, and personally, they do look a little bit bulkier on the shoulders, but besides that, not too much of a difference for me. So guys, that's the end of this particular video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. This has been episode 391 within my series. If you did enjoy, I'd very much appreciate a like on the video. It does help me out an awful lot. If you're new around here too and you haven't already, click that subscribe button right next to it as well. There is going to be a little bell icon. If you click that, you will get a notification for every single time I post a bit of content like this onto the channel. But until the next one, guys, Killerkev here, and Killerkev out.